Holy shit, that's hot. So, we made some good progress yesterday. We finished off, two planets. So, we have what I can only assume is the final planet to clear out. So, I don't know the names of the planets. But we're on the third one. So I'm not including the one that we're on, whatever, Hunrath, Hunrath, Hernia. I'm not including that, but we beat the like steampunk ruiny one and the jungle one. So we took care of those two. So now we're on this big red snot rock planet. I got a little hung up yesterday. It was the first time we did, and it was because I missed something small. I tried to interact with it when we initially got there, and it didn't do anything, so I was just like, okay, I guess there's nothing to interact with here. I saw it, and I was like, that looks kind of suspicious. Maybe we can do something with it. Couldn't do anything with it. So I was just like, oh, gross. Sorry, that is nothing like getting like beard hair in your mouth. Nasty. So yeah, we got a little hung up for a couple of hours. Say a naughty word, you already feel dirty. We just started, and now you're asking me to say dirty things. You nasty. I'll let you know right now, you nasty, Thunder Roger, you nasty. I don't appreciate it. I love it. Let's see here. Let's go with a fun one. Euphemism is spelt with E. E. Let's see here. We gotta get a good one. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Now, X. I'm writing on the top row where the W is, not where the. Here we go. This is just for you, Thunder Raja.
Balloon knot. Balloon knot. Balloon knot.
Balloon knot. Guess what the balloon knot is a euphemism for? The old balloon knot. You get your balloon knot out of my face. I don't even. That's a good one. That's a good one. The old balloon knot. There's your naughty word, Thunder Raja. Balloon knot. The old balloon knot. So, baby, you want to get busy with the balloon knot tonight? Little balloon knot play? It's a good one. It's a good one. Balloon knot. If you think about it, it's true. What's up, Nate? way to come in. Exactly. Way to get on in on the stream. Thunder Raj is over here talking about balloon knots. Balloon knots come in all shapes and colors and sizes. All shapes, colors, and sizes. Now I'm doing fantastic. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty good too. I'm excited to play more Abduction. I think we're on the last planet. I keep calling them ages, but they're not. I think we're on the last planet, so this might be the last area we have to go through. I'm not sure, considering, I've never even seen somebody play this game before, but yeah, we are on our path to victory, I think. Or not. Or not. Or not. But yesterday was a lot of fun, aside from like a minor 3-hour hiccup. just a minor 3-hour hiccup. Aside from that, it was really fun. Also, you made beef and broccoli. You have to do the game backwards. That'd be kind of cool. Like a Memento style thing. There's this, in case you didn't know, there's this movie that Christopher Nolan did, the guy that directed Batman. It's got Guy Pearce in it, and probably a slew of other people, but Guy Pearce is like the titular star, and it's like a mystery that happens backwards. It's really cool. If you haven't seen Memento, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's really cool. Christopher Nolan loves his time shit. Even like his first movie, The Follower, has something to do with like weird time stuff. But yeah, it's a wild fucking trip, and I would say like it's worth checking out. Just to see it. Maybe you won't understand it or enjoy it, but it's worth checking out. Fun. It's backwards. It'd be cool if they did that in a video game. Nas, the rapper, also did a song that was backwards, which I can't help but think was inspired by the idea behind Memento, because it came out like a few months after Memento came out, or maybe like, yeah, within a few months after it happened. And I was just like, that's a really cool song too. I can't remember what the name of Nas's song was, but it was really fucking good. It was a song that happened backwards in the same sense that Nas backwards song. What was that called? It was really cool too. Very clever. Rewind. Okay, well, yep, there it is. It's called Rewind. Not hard. Not hard to remember that one. I should have remembered that. It's a really good one too. Very interesting song. The video's pretty neat too, but yeah, Memento's really cool. I wonder if they would ever, like, there's got to be, what's kind of like that? Braid. Braid is kind of like the backwards game, isn't it? Braid is a lot like a backwards game, is it not? Very much so. Very cool game. And that has to do with time and everything, and I think that's a backwards style game. I think. It's been a long time since I've played Braid. You made beef and broccoli. Nice. Was it homemade beef and broccoli? I don't think homemade beef and broccoli would be all that hard. A little Szechuan sauce. Gotta have that Szechuan. Maybe a well, if you haven't played Braid, Nate, you should check it out. You should definitely check it out. It's really cool. It's really cool. Even if I don't know if it's technically a backwards game, but it sort of is. It messes with time. It's like a platform puzzle game. Braid, Braid. It's really awesome. And I believe the same people that made Braid also made The Witness. Braid came out a long time ago. You could probably find it really cheap. It was one of those Xbox 360 games that came out, in like 2008 or something like that. Start from the end, work our way to the beginning of Braid. Yeah, I think that's the way it works. I don't want to say too much. If Nate hasn't played it, then we'll spoil things for us. But yeah, it's a really cool game. It's the only one that I can think of that does something similar to that. I'm sure there's other games that mess with time mechanics, but that's the only one that initially pops into my head that actually goes from like forward to backwards to forwards. It's like rewinding a tape. But Memento. Remember Memento. Check that shit out. If you like the idea of like seeing something in reverse, for sure. Do you, put any bouillon cubes into the beef and broccoli? It's like $5. Yeah, it's not a super long game. It's an indie game, but it's really cool. I was saying, I think it's done by the same people that made The Witness as well. I think that was their next game. I don't know if it's one guy or if it's a company. They're indie regardless. I don't and I think The Witness was the next game that they made after they did Braid. I believe, but Braid is really, really cool. Really cool. What did I have for dinner? I had, what would you, chicken divan? I think that's what it's called. It's chicken in mushroom sauce, or mushroom, like mushroom soup, cream of mushroom, broccoli, and some like cheese on top. And I usually throw in some like green beans as well, because broccoli and green beans go together pretty well. It's good shit. Chicken divan, I believe it's called. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. There's broccoli and green beans in there, so there are vegetables, but no, it's not. It's like eating a can of like Alfredo sauce. It's just eating it up. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. It's good shit. Good shit. My nose always itches. But it's good stuff. All right. We're going to jump into this. Braid is so good. Braid is so damn good. So damn good. I want to replay it now. You also have the ability to like, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. There was a ton of really cool indie shit that happened in like the like late 2000s. Just a bunch of good stuff. Like Thomas Was Alone came out, Braid came out, Inside came out. Just like a bunch of cool, like strange indie games. There were some really cool ones. I remember there was like the like Xbox 360 did like the Summer of Indie, and it had Braid and like a handful of other games that they highlighted. And it was really cool. And the cool thing about it was if you bought 3 of them, you got the 4th one free, which was really neat. And they did that a couple of times till eventually it kind of like fell off. But like Splosion Man, The Mall. Oh, I bet you that's what it was. It was Splosion Man, The Mall, Braid, and I think the Turtles in Time remake. I think it was the Turtles in Time remake as well. I think all 3. And the Turtles in Time remake isn't available anywhere else. I am so fortunate that I bought that back in the day, because you can't get it anywhere else. I think whoever made it lost their licensing of it, so it got removed, and it's nowhere. It's fucking nowhere, which is a travesty, because people shit on it, but it was still cool. Or maybe it was the Turtle arcade game that was remade. I think it was Turtles in Time. Maybe it was the Turtles arcade game. I think it was Turtles in Time, though. I think it was those 4 games that they, like, highlighted. So if you got all 4 of them, you got... But they did a bunch of those things. It was really cool. There were, like, some really great... I mean, I'm not saying that indie stuff doesn't come out, but that was kind of, like, its surge. Like, right when it started. Braid was kind of, like, right at the beginning of that indie game surge. Really cool stuff. And I cannot speak highly enough of Thomas Was Alone. Thomas Was Alone is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I love it. It's a simple platformer, but they create this, like, just absolutely fantastic, endearing story in it. So good. It's another one that goes really cheap. I have bought Thomas Was Alone so many times. Like, the woman I was dating a few years ago, she's not a big gamer. She played some stuff. She liked the more puzzly oriented stuff. So there was like a game called like Pushmo that she enjoyed, and she liked Tetris and stuff. And I was like, well, and she didn't mind Mario. And I was like, well, if you like that kind of stuff, how about you play Thomas Was Alone? And she just fucking fell in love with that thing. And she was like, where are there more things like this? And I was like, I don't know, but yeah, it's great. It's the only game that it's just like the greatest thing in the world. It is so good. I love it so much. I really should play it again. It's not hard. It's a very simple game, but it's so cool. It's so good. I just love it so much. I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, that's not to say that I haven't enjoyed games as much as Thomas Was Alone since then, or prior to that. It's just there was something special about that. I felt like I needed to use my mouth to say things. But now I don't need Steam to say my words. I've got Twitch. Now I get to say all the happy and hateful words I want while on stream. Oh, is that the tree over there? Nice. We could just walk right over to it. Because everything is always just that simple. You get to bash a game live, too. Right? And it's live. That's the best part. You can react in real time. I don't agree with you, Serial. You're an idiot. Fucking die. Oh, my feelings. Ouch. Ow. That's not how anyone was supposed to react. Really? They're just gonna let me walk right up in there. Hey, there's nothing else going on here. You're just gonna let me stroll up in there. I just get to walk in the tree vagina. The tree balloon knot. We just get to go strolling into the tree balloon knot. Thank you, Thunderaja, for sharing that with us. we just get to go in the tree balloon knot. I'm going in there, but I want to see what's over here. It's one hell of a balloon knot. That's very loose butthole. Someone had a lot of anal. That sphincter is not tight. Poops are just falling right out. The poops are just like it doesn't like, you know, you're pooping and stuff comes out, and you know sometimes your butt it does that, but when your balloon knot is just it's just an exhale. Poop just falls right out. It was your idea, not mine. And don't try to put that on me. Don't put that shit on me. Raising Arizona? What is this? Don't put that shit on me. You're the one that wanted the balloon knot. Huh. So there's no puzzles here? What if we just beat the game? What if 10 minutes in, we beat the game? All right, good job. Yay for everyone. That's cool. Sort of. So this whole area was transported when Arizona came out, but why is there stuff over here? I want to go over there. What's happening? No, I'll leave you in. All right. Well, that was really interesting. So basically what happens here is that an area gets pulled to another planet by whatever these trees are. And so all the planets are somehow like interconnected. And so this whole area was like transferred with another area, swapped out. It's kind of like Wife Swap. You remember the reality show from like the 2010s, Wife Swap? Well, they're doing that with just bits of planet. The planets are like a human centipede. Nothing like the human centipede. There is no mouth to anus action happening here, okay? I only watched the first human centipede, but I feel like I need to watch the other two. The first one made me go, that's nasty. What happens when they poop? How would you know? Because there's no mouth on anus action going on. We would not be on Twitch right now. We would be on OnlyFans if there was mouth and anus action going on right now, okay? Plus, you got to take out people's teeth and stuff like that, and then, like, do some, like, crazy stitchery work. I'm no seamstress. I am no queen of the sewing. The breast region now. That planets don't have genitals. All right. How you doing, K. Ilgor Trout? Welcome on in. Happy, Thursday. I knew I was getting there. All right, you've had enough water. That's enough water for you. I said enough water for you. This plant is thirsty. I don't know. Red, that was green? Yeah, this is the home one. This is the home one. All right. Well, we did that. We gotta load. Listen to that electricity flow. Oh man, yeah, it looks like he got his like battery stuff all. Oh, he hooked it up to there. How did he get over there? U.S. House passed bill that caps insulin at $35 a month. They actually did it? You doubt you go any further than that, but we'll see. You doubt it'll go any further. That's actually really cool. That's really, really great for people. That is fantastic. The fact that insulin skyrocketed so obscenely and nobody ever did anything about it is just absolutely absurd. It's just a travesty, you know? People that are... I mean, you're going to make money off of it anyways. Millions of people need insulin. The fact that they were charging so much was just absurd. Hey, you know, right. So it's still... Right. I think I misunderstood what you were saying. You just said the House passed it, right? Congress still needs to get their grubby little hands on it. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But other good news, they finally finished mapping the human genome. That's really fucking cool. That's huge news for the science community. That's fucking amazing. That is absolutely amazing. They weren't thinking, like, considering when the human genome was discovered, they didn't think that it would be done in any sort of, like, human expectancy of lifetimes. And it took us, like, what, like 50 years to map the entire thing? It's pretty impressive. No, it was longer than that. When was it discovered? Maybe it was like 80 years. It was discovered in the 30s, right? That's really impressive. Now we can be mutants with forearms and live to be 300 years old. I don't think that's what it means, but it is a large step. It is a large step in understanding, you know, genetics and stuff, which is great. This is huge for the science community. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it's one of the biggest days in science in a long time. This isn't a lot of people are going to look over it, but it's fucking huge. Well, they just released all of it, and they released a bunch of papers. I think 4 or 5 different papers to scientific magazines and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, the announcements of that it was completed and stuff just happened today. Maybe they finished mapping it, but the research hadn't yet been finished yet. And I mean, obviously, there's still like that research is never ending. But I think that whatever that they were doing with it had finished recently. They may have the AI had been working on it for a few years now because humans wouldn't have been able to do the computations and work that a computer could take care of. So it wasn't like mainly done by like human hand. But it's still nonetheless it's amazing and impressive. And it's going to be absolutely wonderful. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's huge. Huge. Super cool. It is. It's really cool. Oh, I wanted to go up top. I wanted to see what the battery thing was. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good news. Not every day has like good news like that. That's really cool shit right there. That's really cool shit. Aha! Look what we can do now. Oh yeah. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm pretty turned on right now. Now that's a balloon knot worth looking into. If you catch my drift, Thunder Raja. Balloon knots for everyone. Today's a great day. I've never been over here. You don't want to know anything more about my balloon knot. It's loose. It was like walking into that tree. Walking into that tree. Everyone's always pretty horny except for asexual folk in the traditional sense. Yeah. Yeah. I could always go for the old 2x4 slide. The old clear out some blockage. Ding dong. You just had a huge shower thought? I don't know that I want to hear about your huge shower thought. Didn't your mom tell you not to do that? Didn't your mom tell you not to do that? That's how you go blind, Nate. That's how you go blind. What's up, Free Infinity? How you doing, homie? Welcome on in. Happy Thursday. The last time you were in a huge shower was in boot camp. And what did you see in this huge shower, pray tell?
I don't wish to get wrathy and flustered, but we need to cut off that bleeder tower.
Okay, but you do it yourself. Well, it's not anything bad. Shucks. Shucks. You don't see any balloon knots? Balloon knots are everywhere.
Well, ain't that just an extra help in a pig's wheel? I'm dealing with the damn moron. Blow up the blamed blader, will ya?
I don't like him. He yelled at me. Does the shower thought have anything to do with methods of getting intimately involved with a stepmother? Stepbrother. So your sorry ass stopped playing Sekiro like a year ago because you couldn't beat the bull. Soft. But just now your brain connected the dots and you booted the game up and just killed it? Nice, dude. What did you do? What was the brain connecting dots? The bull was pretty easy. If you thought the bull was hard, boy, you in for a treat. You ran around it in circles. Nice. Nice, very nice. Way to go. Running in circles is great. Way to go. I mean, that's pretty much the strategy. Don't get hit by the bull. You don't want the bull's horns, baby. You don't want the bull's horns. You're getting them all riled up, all right? Like, the bull is easy. Like, honestly, if you can beat grandma, you can beat anything. Okay, you can't. If you can beat grandma, you can beat the bull, though. That's for sure. If you can fuck Gam up, definitely beat the bull. I get it, I'm bad, okay? No, I'm saying, like, you've got the skill, clearly. Clearly. We get to blow some shit up? Hells yeah. You remember that? I got fucked up by the bull. I did. I fought the bull before they nerfed it. Oh yeah, man. That thing was rough. For sure. There's no question about it. It fucked me up good. It fucked everyone up. Everyone was like, damn, that bull is tough. But like once I figured it out, it was fine. I beat the bull multiple times on my second playthrough on the bull. I didn't even have a problem. I beat it first try, and that was before they nerfed it. Like I did not have a problem fighting it at all. You just get used to it. You understand what you need to do, and eventually it's not that bad. Especially if you have firecrackers. Firecrackers allow you to just destroy that thing. I mean, sure, you still need some nifty little footwork here and there, but, you know, it's not really that much of anything. Where are we going? We're going over here. Poppets, they're called fireworks. Fireworks. No one in the history of mankind has ever called fireworks poppets. Please don't do that again. It's wrong. What? Yeah, so now, Nate, you got to experience, but now you can experience the rest of Sekiro, dude. And that's the best part about all of it, is you get to experience more Sekiro. I think that's right. In game, they're actually called firecrackers. That's what I said. Got 'em. You don't know. You just find it funny that you forgot about the game and just randomly had a thought about why you couldn't do it. Well, I'm glad that you did it, dude, because now you get to experience the rest of it. That's the most exciting part, is that you get to experience more Sekiro, because that game is fucking amazing. Nope, I said fireworks. You're right. Firecrackers, fireworks. Fine. Whatever. They're the same thing. They're not poppets. And shkaboom! wearing on your head?
I reckon you got the best seat in the house over there. Well, this is it.
We're all gonna die, aren't we?
Been a long time since I've seen you. Very long indeed. Black coffee. Seems like it's Revengeance. This ain't. What happened here? What happened?
Arizona sucks, bro. That's what happened.
Earth. Is it? But no. I don't know. It's gone. All gone. There's nothing left. Nothing.
No. We were so close.
Caroline?
We all made it. But most couldn't swap. Is it too late? Oh, Cecil.
But I didn't. I figured you was home. I'm so sorry, Caroline.
I know, Cecil. It just wasn't meant to be this way.
No, but
I mean, it looks like Arizona to me. Oh, shit! Y'all got any of them electricities? I don't want to be up here when that happens. Yay! What kind of ending to a game is that? What kind of ending to a game is that? Is that the good ending? Yay, you're back in Arizona. It sucks. Yay. Yay, Arizona sucks. We knew that. We know Arizona sucks. God damn it. We don't need a game to tell us that. Jesus Christ. Well, this game is fantastic. It's absolutely great. It is hands down the best thing Cyan has ever done. Hands down. Also, if I had known that we were at the end of the game, I would have beat it this morning. I definitely would have done that instead, because we're done. But this is hands down the best game Cyan has done, without a question. the puzzle design, we went over this yesterday. The puzzle design, and this seems more natural. It kind of like fits in rather than it being puzzles for the sake of, hey, here's a puzzle in the environment that you need to solve. There's no like logical reason for the puzzles being there. In this game, everything kind of was like embedded into the environment. So you're kind of solving puzzles that are just like naturally part of the world, which is to me a lot more satisfying than just being like, oh, it's a puzzle because now you have to place marbles in a certain order, and you know, like that's it's fine. It's fine. Like I don't mind those kinds of puzzles. I mean, the idea behind playing the Myst games is getting puzzles, but I like the design better in this one. It just things seem to fit more naturally. It's also really weird that there's no music going on, right guys? Really weird. But I like that. The music, speaking of, is actually pretty good in this game. Like that's one thing that's always been like a standout thing in the Myst games, is that the music's has always been good, and the music is definitely good in this. A lot of the times it's kind of silly though. It's like, oh, you're riding an elevator and there are these like epic flourishes of an orchestra, and you're like, dude, I'm just riding a fucking elevator. Imagine if epic music played all the time when you were in an elevator. Like, I'm going to the doctor's office, and we're gonna go slay the beast, you know? Like, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. It was a budget cut. That makes sense. That makes sense. Very much makes sense. Didn't have enough music for the end of the game. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, setting up the game and getting the controls to work was a fucking pain in the ass, but once we got in game, the controller worked perfectly fine. So, yay for having controller support in your game. And it, for the most part, it worked fine. There was one thing that I wanted to do. Oh, like there's a lot of unused buttons on the controller because you don't really need more buttons. I wish one went directly into the photos. Like you have a button that takes photos. The X button doesn't do anything. That should just bring you into the photo menu so you don't have to like hit start and slowly go through. It should just take you right to the photos. That small complaint. Maybe like speed up the character's walk just a little bit. Because it's really fucking slow. Like the difference between walk is extremely slow. Run is still really slow. Maybe just like make walk the run speed and then boost the run speed up a bit. That would be nice. That would be nice because you move really slow. There was only one puzzle in this game, and it wasn't that the puzzle was hard, but what you had to do with it made it a pain in the ass and a little tedious. And it was one of those things where when we were doing it, I was kind of complaining about it, where the puzzle itself wasn't hard. We just had to swap pieces so we had to build a pathway, and you had to rotate some of the paths so that you could create a pathway through. But the problem is that you had to warp out, then walk, you know, like it was like a 5-minute trek so that you could go back around and so that you could swap the pieces. And I think that the reason why they did it that way was because the puzzle itself is actually really easy. You're just swapping and rotating pieces. Not that difficult. But the fact that you have to like warp out of the area, go all the way around, warp back in, warp out again, then warp back in. It's just, it was very tedious. Like the puzzle itself was not hard. It was just extremely tedious, and that felt unnecessary. That's like the one big complaint as far as like puzzles went. That one I'm going to sit there and be like, that wasn't a great idea. It actually reminded me a lot of that Uru puzzle while you were just like, you would, when we were baking the pills for the water sanitation plant, and we literally had to stand around and wait 15 minutes for them to finish and make sure that like we created the right thing. That's similar to this, but at least in this game, what I was complaining about, like the baking one, was I was saying like, hey, you know, we're just sitting and staring at nothing, give me something to do. They kind of took that into consideration here. So rather than just sitting and waiting for something, we actually had something to do, but it's still not great. There's a happy medium in between those. Like just like, it's like, you're like getting there, just kind of like, just keep going in that direction of simplifying that one. I get that that puzzle was really simple. It's just like the warping back and forth because one, you have to deal with a shit ton of loading. And then two, it's a long walk to get back to a spot where you can swap back into the other world. So it just became more tedious than anything. It's not that it was hard, it was just tedious. Most of these puzzles made actual logical sense. Not like once I figure out what the puzzle wants from me, like you go, oh, I know what I need to do with this thing. I did run into one issue. It was a me issue. This one was actually a me issue. When we went into that first planet area, the one that was like steampunky ruins, like you had the big like gondolas and chains and, you know, gears and stuff. That age, there was something that I thought I had tried to interact with and nothing happened with it. It prevented the bridge from rotating fully. And when we initially went there, I went back and saw that I tried to interact with it and nothing happened. So I just made the assumption that that was something we couldn't interact with, and it turns out we could. I just wasn't standing in the right spot. I'm not blaming the game for that. I'm blaming that on me. But we ended up spending like 2 or 3 hours just blindly wandering around the world, not knowing what it was to do next because I missed out on something. That's a me thing. That's not a game thing. That's a me thing. But like I was saying, like the puzzles and stuff and what you needed to do, most of it was like very logically oriented. And that is definitely way more satisfying. Like it just like blends into the world. It seems a lot more seamless. The story was just as more interesting than anything that was in the Myst games as well. I kind of like what was happening there. Like these aliens were abducting people, but they were doing it for a reason. And it seemed like people had already come to that conclusion that I think it was Caroline Farley would actually mention, what if they were saving us from ourselves kind of thing? Like everybody was getting saved at like a last minute, like right before disaster struck. So that's kind of what was happening here. Like they were saving at least this bit of humanity before disaster struck on their planet. I don't know if that's what happened with all the other species that they saved, because there were 3 species on the planet, like the natural ones that live there, the Mofang, but then they also saved the Arai and the Valanes as well. And I don't know if that was because they were also in danger of losing something or not, but it seems like that was kind of like the impetus for all that. It was interesting. I like that. I thought the story was really interesting in regards to that. That's a depressing as hell ending. You do all that to get back to your planet and it's all fucking destroyed. But I mean, that's how Arizona looks anyways, because gross Arizona. Sorry if you like Arizona or live there, gross. I'm sure people in Arizona understand. They're not entirely the balloon knot of the United States. I think that probably goes to like Arkansas or something like that. Arkansas or Mississippi are the balloon knot of the United States, but Arizona's in the mix. Arizona's in the mix. So is New Jersey. So is New Jersey. New Jersey's definitely a balloon knot too. But you know, I like the flow of this game. It constantly felt like we were like always had something interesting to do, and we almost always knew what it was we needed to do. That was something that I really appreciated. When we first got into this world, I thought to myself, holy shit, this is going to be like Riven. I'm not going to have a fun time. This is going to be like this big open world sprawling puzzle thing. And to an extent it is. But the stuff in this game makes way more sense than, haha, the solution to your puzzles on the other side. It makes sense why the puzzles and stuff are spread out in the way they are. There's like a logical sense to the way things are. Sure, we have to go turn on the power at the other side of the map to get things working on, you know, the other side where we started. That's fine. That's fine, because we're going to turn the power on over there. So it makes sense that we have to do something over there to come back to do something back where we started. That there's a logical sense in that. In Riven, it didn't make that logical sense. It was just like, well, we're putting it over here because reasons. So this game definitely felt better planned out than Riven did. And so while it is like a big open world thing, it also has its little bubbles like Myst too. The big open world part is kind of Hunrath, and then you have like the Myst oriented worlds that you go into, and those are kind of like their bubbles of like the books, the ages, whatever you want to call them. I very, very much enjoyed this game. That was a lot of names. I thought we were done. I thought we were done. I thought we went through all the backers. That's a lot of backers. How many backers do you think did this? Like, how many people donated to the Kickstarter? That's a lot of people. We're not going to watch all that. That's too much. This could be like 6 years of credits. I mean, kudos to you all for giving money to the Kickstarter, because without these people, this magnificent game wouldn't have existed in the first place. So, I mean, that's great. I love this game. I genuinely loved it. And, oh man, we haven't even talked about the graphics. The graphics are fucking fantastic, but that's something I feel that, like, Cyan has always done a good job with. I mean, especially back in like the early 90s where they were doing like the pre-rendered graphics and stuff. Those games look gorgeous back then, you know? And I don't want to say they've always kept up with the latest trends, because they kept doing the pre-rendered stuff all the way into the late 2000s, when people were definitely moving towards like in-game 3D rendered stuff. And so finally in Myst 5, which I think came out in like what, 2005 or 6, they finally did in-game rendering. I guess Uru counts as 2. So 2004, 2005, when they were doing like the in-game rendering. But this game looked absolutely gorgeous. The set pieces were fantastic. I loved the old rundown desert town. I love the jungle. I couldn't express how much I enjoyed really that like rundown, ruinous, but with like old like steam engine tech. I loved that era. Like all the different ages that we went to, even the slimy rock era. Even the gross red I sneezed on the back of your neck in line slimy rock era, you know? And that, like, they were all cool looking. I wish that other one actually had more to it. Like, we just walked in and walked directly into the tree. I wish there was more to that age. They wouldn't let me hit F to lick rock. There was no F to lick rock, and I'm very upset about the lack of F to lick rock. When games don't give you F to lick rock, that is F for game for failing for licking of rock. No, you lick it. You don't rub it. You don't want that on your hands. You want it in your mouth. You want it in your mouth. But yeah, this game is absolutely fantastic. If anyone out there is like questioning whether they should go into like the Myst series or not, play this game. This feels like a good like intro into the thought process, but there also could be something else said about this as well. I've played 6 other games that were designed by Cyan, so I was already kind of in that mindset. It's like when I played through like all of the Dark Souls games back to back. I played through Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and I thought Dark Souls 3 was easy as shit when I played through it. I was like, this game's fucking easy. People are complaining that this is hard. I was like, this game is simple. Like, I'm like not even dying to anything. The only thing I really died to that was the Nameless King. I one-shot the Lord of Cinders. I one-shot the fucking Lord of Cinders. So I was like, this game is nothing to me, man. Nothing. And so maybe it's something like that where I played a ton of, you know, Cyan oriented puzzle games, and then came into this and I was just like, this is easy, because like my brain was already programmed by 6 other games to think in a very specific way. You know, I've been programmed to think in a very specific way, so maybe me going into this, it felt like things just made more sense. I kind of felt the same way about Myst 5 as well. Like a lot of the stuff was fairly simple in that game, and I feel kind of the same way about this one, that like things were just kind of like, and maybe it is. Like I just got used to that way of thinking, and things just made sense to me in that regard. But I would think that this would be like, if you're like, I'm not sure I want to play the Myst games, play Abduction first. Because Abduction doesn't seem to be all that difficult, and everything, like I said, seemed to have more of a logical environmental sense, versus where Myst is just like puzzles that don't make sense. So it could very well be that, you know, it made more sense in that regard. But I genuinely had a great time playing through this. Genuinely. I didn't expect the ending to happen so quickly. I thought we were going to go through another puzzle age. I didn't know it was just going to be like, okay, here's the end. That was really fast. Like it seemed very, it was just here. It was like, okay, I'm doing stuff, and then here we go. It's like the end of the game felt incomplete to me. I really thought we were going to do more. And maybe that's just me being greedy, but I wanted more. I wanted more. This game is absolutely wonderful, and I'm kind of disappointed that like that's how it ended. I really thought that there was going to be more to it. It's kind of funny that we got to blow something up with a primer. That was cool. And we got to push down the plunger and blow up something with a bunch of dynamite. Dynamite! It really is weird that there's no music here. Like, why can't you put in music? Why can't you put in music? Well, what are we gonna do tonight? Like, my plans for tonight were to play Abduction. That was my plan. Play Abduction. And now that plan has been ruined. And now that plan has been ruined. I'm not watching any more of the credits. Hunrath. Oh, that's another thing. I wish that this game, so this game does auto saves, and I really wish that this game allowed you to save. I don't know what you would save scum in this game, but it would have been nice to have that ability to like choose my saving. Like all the other Myst games allow you to save. I don't know why they chose this, but that's kind of annoying. No song is long enough to accommodate such a list except maybe Freebird. No. Freebird's like an 11-minute song. We've been talking in the credits for like 15 minutes already. No, Freebird would have been done. Freebird would have been done already. Maybe something off of like Maggot Brain, you know, like maybe like a jam band song, you know, maybe some like Funkadelic or something like that, you know. They got some long ass songs too. Like a half-hour song. Like I think Miles Davis has some songs that are like 25 minutes. Maybe that would work. Maybe something off Sketches of Spain or something like that, and you'd be like, yeah, that's a 25-minute song, sure. A royalty-free song. You're royalty-free. But I guess that's it for Abduction. I guess that's it for Abduction. I'm kind of disappointed in the ending. Because it just felt like it's like, okay, now here's the ending. It's like, oh man, like that last world felt like, okay, here you go. We didn't have time to finish anything here, so we got to finish the game. So here's the ending. It really felt abrupt. I think that's a good way to say it. It felt abrupt. Like you've done all this puzzling, you're going to the new age. End the game. I wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted more. But it's a fun game. I really liked it. Aside from abrupt ending, I wanted more. We missed out on 4 achievements. Well, but they're all hidden achievements. Fuck you, game. We never figured out what to do with the submarine. We never got to go above it. There was a submarine and I never got to go above the submarine. Something called Excellent, Sweet Caroline, Close to Death, Scattered Seeds. I don't know what any of that is. Oh, I got Sweet Revenge. Whatever that is. Sweet Caroline and Excellent. Wow. That's probably for... we're at the end of the game. I doubt that there's stuff that I can do. All right. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I need to get a plumber out here. There's something wrong with our bathtub faucet. It just constantly drips. There's like a slow drip on there, and that's just wasting freaking water. That's not good. All right, controller? No? Screw you. I got a controller, right? You didn't have that problem before. Looking for a game to capture. I've never seen that before. What the hell is that? I don't like that. Hey, look at that. So you can copy them. Yeah, it looks like there's only the one save. It looks like that's it. I don't think that there's another one. Unless there is another one. That appeared to be it. That's really annoying. I don't like it when games do that. Like, there's no reason. Like, in Dark Souls, you go, that makes sense. They don't want you, like, save scumming your way through things. That's how the game is supposed to be. That's not how this is supposed to be. That is definitely not how this is supposed to be. Oh, we gotta go down again. That's so odd. I mean, I guess there really isn't much of a reason to go back. Maybe we miss, like, achievements and stuff like that, but I doubt that there's, like, really anything else that I can do. But it's still nice to be able to have, like, extra backup saves here and there. You know, it's not like there's, like, a need of limitation. Well, the saves are just, like, 8 gigabytes apiece, so obviously you wouldn't want to have that. So we just unplug his shit. Weird hidden achievements in this game. You had to look up a few of them. Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to get all of them. But I think most of them would require another playthrough, and nah, one playthrough is good enough. You know, if it's something I could have figured out on, like, the first playthrough, that's great. But I'm not going back and trying to figure that out. Especially since I only have the one save file. Yuck. Yuck. That's how you get stabbed. Alright, so I guess we're still blowing shit up, though, right?
Almost there. Real good, not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now.
Still seem pretty quiet.
Legs. You can see how useful these tracks is to me. Not sure what's getting into them crazy Kaptar critters, but they ain't unplugging my battery. We're going home, not wherever. All right now, I'll power up my override. When the time comes, it works a lot like them little swappers. It'll swap us home.
That's the same guy? No way.
Spending much time here, and that ain't a bad thing.
It looks like Akinar.
But there were some fine folk. Some real fine folk.
It's really supposed to be Cirrus?
I reckon you got the best seat in the house over there.
He had black hair.
Well, this is it.
This guy has buggy eyes as shit. He had some Cirrus had like beady little eyes.
This can't. I checked. I checked everything.
Yeah.
Did you do this? Carving chance. I got no idea where we're headed now. You're sending us to hell for all I know. Blazes.
Alright, maybe I turned it up a little too loud.
What in places? Wait. I'll be. Harley. She got it right. She got it right.
CW. Cecil.
Caroline. Caroline.
This is so incredible.
Dear Lord. You make it. How many others?
We all made it. I'm heading your way. Stay where you are.
I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, I want to go look around this shit. Well, that's much better. Well, that's such a happier ending. Well, where do you figure that out? I never... Oh, and there's actual music? There was no music the last time. There was no music the last time. Oh, it's such a better ending. We were in stupid-ass Arizona. No one wants to go to Arizona. Yeah, but like the rest of the world. I wanted to go explore the rest of it. Where were we? CW didn't realize that the real Earth was ruined, so he wanted to get back there. Yeah, we kind of like made that realization that I think when we read Caroline's journal, she said something about like everybody was being whisked away at kind of like a rough moment in their life, like catastrophe was about to strike. So it seemed like they were like saving people for whatever reason. So, like, you saw that, or at least if you read, you saw that Cecil was about to be hanged. So either way, he was done for when he got abducted. I don't know if there was something in particular that was happening with us why we got abducted, but it seemed like everybody was about, like, something catastrophic was about to happen to them and they got saved. So I guess something catastrophic was happening in Arizona when the whole town got taken away. Like, there was, like, supposed to be some, like, big explosion, and so the entire town was saved for whatever reason. I think you do see ruined Earth, but as you say, it's Arizona. Exactly. It's cruddy Arizona. Well, I like that way better. I like that way better. So much better. Wow, there's a happy ending. Yay for happy endings. Look, I figured it out all on my own with nobody needing to tell me. PJ did nothing. Don't trust him. He's a liar. I knew it. I knew all along. I was just playing a game. I was just playing. April Fools. April Fools got you all. Ha 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 ha. Oh, this was great. Well, that makes me feel better. I still think my biggest complaint is that the ending really does feel abrupt. Because you finish out whatever the world was of the lizard people, and then you go into the third world and you get to see all those snot rocks, those delectably lickable snot rocks, those red, delectably lickable red snot rocks. And then it's just like, okay, go into the tree's balloon knot. Go into the tree balloon knot and win game. And I really was, like, expecting there to be more. Like, I wanted one more world, and maybe that's greed from me, but it really feels like they were just like, well, we got to finish the game, so just go right into the tree. It feels like there was something left out. Like, there should have been something more there. Like, why just give it to us? You know, I feel kind of like robbed out of an experience. Like, there should have been something there. Like, that was just like, yeah, well, either we're going to get the game out and put it out, or it'll never get completed because we don't have any more money to pay people. So, slap tree in there, go for it. It really felt like it just wasn't like that. There should have been, like, one more area to go through. What do I know? What do I know? I'm just a jaded old man that wants more Abduction. I was loving the game. I was absolutely loving the game. I think this is by far Cyan's best game that they've put out. But man, I really did feel like we just kind of, like, got jobbed out of the rest of the experience for whatever that's worth, you know? I really do wish that there was more. I'm kind of sad that there wasn't. Kind of sad. Just a little bit sad that there wasn't another area, you know? I wanted more. I wanted more. Maybe that's greed. There was a good amount of game, you know? I think I ended up spending like 16 or so hours, 17 hours. Yeah, long enough, but no, not long enough. There should have been more. There should have been more. But it doesn't make sense why that last world is just here's tree. It just doesn't. It feels like there needed to be something else there, and they were just like, ugh. Ugh. Here you go. Some post-game, like in Myst, would be good. Yeah, I think that's really what it comes down to. I bet you that's 100% what it was. We just don't have the money or time to finish this, so here you are. Because it really does, like, they've never done that before. There has never been an age in Myst where they were just like, here's the transfer book, you finished it, good job, you know, in and out. There's always been something, so that one definitely feels like something's missing. One of these things is not like the other, you know? It's just very out of place. It doesn't feel like there was a finished thing there. It just feels incomplete. It genuinely feels incomplete. And that's disappointing. That's disappointing. That would probably be my biggest disappointment about the game, is that it just didn't feel like that era was complete. That's unfortunate, because everything else was really cool. I don't know the names of any of the worlds that we went into there, but whatever that one was definitely is just like, oh, come on, man, like right there. Just more, please. But I guess the big thing is, I wouldn't have said that I was looking forward to Filament. I don't remember the name. I just chose an F word. Firmament? Fermentation. Fellatio. Right, it's fellatio. I wasn't... Whatever their new game is, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Because if it's anything like this, I will be absolutely happy and excited to play it. For sure. Without a question, I would love to play it, because I think I might be a misthead, a mister, a mist face. I am officially a fan of mists, not Uru, just the mists. Cyan, maybe let's just say Cyan. Let's just go with Cyan. I like them. I think they're a mister. I'm a mister. I am a mister. Am I though? One of us. Yeah, one of those things. I have now gone to the dark side. The only thing, and so I've been doing some like reading on some forums and stuff like that, and the Myst fans are pretentious as fuck. Like, talk about assholes that are like gatekeeping their game and will do anything to save face. That's not right. Any time I have seen someone be critical of a game, there's constantly the response of, well, maybe the game's not for you. And that's a shitty, like just about every time somebody has something critical to say about the game, people respond with, yeah, maybe the game is not quite for you. That's a shitty way to be as a fan. Understand that people are going to feel different things about stuff, and just because somebody's critiquing a game doesn't mean the game is bad. You can still enjoy it. You can still find good things about it. I hate it when people I love games, and there are games that I love, but you can be critical and critique a game and point out things that weren't that good or things that you didn't like, but still enjoy and love the game. You know? I do that with so many different games where there are always things. There's something in this. I love this game. This is by far Cyan's best game, but they implemented an absolutely terrible puzzle that just wasted your time. That replace where you've got the 4 pieces and you're shifting them and then you have to replace some of them. That puzzle is really poorly done. They were like, okay, this is an extremely easy puzzle to solve. How are we going to like draw this out? And they're like, oh yeah, we'll just waste the player's time by having them have to like warp in and out with ton of loading and having to travel around. Like, it's a poorly done puzzle. It's genuinely a poorly done puzzle. But at the same time, I can be critical about that and point out that it was a poorly implemented puzzle, but I can still say the game is fantastic and lovely. And when people like lose sight of that thing, it's not like people are saying, and maybe some people are saying the game is shit. Just because somebody thinks the game is shit doesn't mean it's just like you have to sit there and go, well, maybe the game's not for you. You know, these games are like slow-paced, methodical games that you have to sit down and drink a cup of coffee and, you know, take notes. You should go back to playing your shoot-'em-ups, okay? Maybe it's too slow-paced, it's too heady, you're not smart enough. Basically, they're saying, you're an idiot, you're not smart enough to play our game, go fuck off. It's just a pretentious outlook on things. I hate that. I absolutely hate that kind of attitude. It pisses me off so much. And it's a shitty form of gatekeeping and calling people dumb. And you don't see it in a lot of communities, but I've noticed it a lot within the Myst community, and that's a shitty way to be. It made me dislike the Myst community, even though I'm not really part of it. It made me very, very angry, as you can tell. You're only really involved in the speedrunning community for these games, and everyone there is super friendly, which I would hope. Most of the time, speedrunning communities tend to be really friendly. Most of the time. Fan bases are different, though. Fan bases are completely different than speedrunning communities. I'm sure you get to see that at a large where people will vehemently like defend their game. You can imagine some of the other communities are gatekeepy. Undertale. You say a bad thing about Undertale and you've got the wolves at your door. You say anything bad about Undertale. I don't like Undertale. I had a fun time playing it, but I don't like Undertale. I don't. Just because I had a fun time doesn't mean I have to like it. I was not a fan, and I've been very adamant about the fact that I'm not a fan of Undertale. And man, people don't like to hear that. People do not like to hear that. But yeah, that's the one thing that I noticed about the Myst community is when I was reading some forums that a lot of people were extremely defensive and not open to criticism. Criticism doesn't mean anything bad, but like, man, yeah. Yeah. It got me so worked up. Like I was like reading some of these and I was like I was getting my brain all ready to like formulate a response to people. And then I looked the post date and it was like 2006. And I was like, well, I can't respond to that. That was 16 years ago. But I'm still angry. but I'm still angry. I'm still angry. I'm gonna go onto those forums and I'm gonna say angry things anyways. I'm gonna poke the sleeping bear. Fuck it. I'm gonna go stoke a fire where I don't need to stoke a fire. But that's a small thing, and that's my own issue. But I don't like it when communities are like that. Like people will staunchly defend something and not even listen to rational reason, even if somebody is making good points. They just dismiss. Yeah, that's when you kind of lose me. But it doesn't ruin the experience of the video games. It doesn't ruin the experience of the video games. But if I'm looking to like go join in a community and have conversation about it, if I'm just going to get shut down if I'm critical about something, then it's not worth bringing anything up. It's not worth having those conversations. But what I can say is I enjoy these games. Cyan has definitely made me a fan of their stuff. Even the shit that I didn't like, even though I didn't enjoy Uru and I genuinely think it's not a good game, I still had moments of fun in it. There were still definitely moments of fun, like solving a puzzle, you know. You still get that boost to serotonin, so fuck it. You know? Like I beat the game. Yay! Brain drugs. Brain drugs, brain drugs, brain drugs. Give them to me. Give them to me. I like this stuff. I like it. I like it. Now, as for like what's next, at some point I'd like to play through Real Myst, but I think we're done with the point and click games for a while. We got to play something new. I'm craving something now that why don't you go play your shoot 'em ups? I think that's what we're going to go do. I think that's what we're going to go do. I never looked up. Here's a badge of honor that I can wear. I never looked up a single fucking thing on any of these games. Not a single one. We figured out fucking everything. And maybe some things took longer because, you know, I've got a drug-addled, drunken, dead cell brain. But I figured everything out, and I will take that as an accomplishment. You know, I did not need help. We figured things out on our own, and that's always something that feels good about stuff. Like I didn't need to be like, shit. I mean, there were definitely frustrating, rough moments from time to time, but having that satisfaction of being able to say that, like, look, I did this. That feels good. That definitely feels good. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with looking things up because there are a variety of reasons why anybody would want to do that. Variety of reasons. Sometimes really important to a lot of people. And so sometimes when you get stuck on something for a while, it's like, all right, let's move on and just try to figure out the next thing. It's perfectly fine. I have done my fair share of looking up solutions to things in my lifetime to probably fill in for a lot of people that haven't. So I can take a lot of that on my own shoulders as well, but it does feel good to be able to solve like these puzzle games without having to, you know, look up hints and tips. You know, I take that back. I did look something up, but it was within a game mechanic. So does that count? Does that count? We used a hint in Myst 4. I used a hint in Myst 4. I take that back. I forgot we did use a hint in Myst 4. So that definitely That definitely was something. I was getting very frustrated and angry in Myst 4. So I did look up when we were in Haven, uh I wasn't quite sure how to set up the totems. And so we looked up a hint in the in-game hint. So it didn't tell me what to do, but it gave an in-game hint, and we used that to figure out the puzzle. So I'm going to say that still wasn't looking something up. That was in-game. It was provided to me within the game. I was using the game's own mechanics to my benefit, so technically I didn't look anything up. That'll make me feel better. I bruised my own ego, and then I healed it immediately by lying to myself. Yes, yes. That's how you make yourself feel better. You lie to yourself. When you lie to yourself, you always feel better. That's a badge I'll wear on my back. That's a good badge. That's a good badge. But no, there's something satisfying about being able to figure this stuff out. And I think the puzzles in Abduction were probably the best designed ones, and they made sense. The puzzles in Abduction aren't just we're throwing puzzles in the game for the sake of throwing puzzles in the game. It doesn't really make sense as far as like a world design is. Like, why are there puzzles in these worlds? It doesn't make sense. It's just there for us and nobody else. But if you go into Abduction, it's all like environmental stuff. Like, it all just makes sense within the world, like why these things are set up in this way. Like, okay, we need to go get the power on. Yeah, all right, there's a little bit of a gimmicky stuff in there, but it makes sense how things are set up and how they interact. And I really appreciate that. Genuinely appreciate the puzzle design in this game over anything else. I think, say what you want. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. As soon as we cut stream here, I'm going to go look up and see what people thought about this game. But I'm going to go find my echo chamber. I'm going to go find the Abduction echo chamber that says yay for this game, and then I'm going to find all the people that had like negative things to say about this game, and I'm going to be like, maybe the game's just not for you. That's what I'm going to do. Anyone that disliked this game, I'm going to be like, I'm going to turn my nose up. Well, you know, this game is designed around puzzles in a slower pace, so maybe the game is not for you. I'm going to totally hit them back with that shit. I'm a real fan of Myst, and this game is nothing like Myst. And I'm just going to hit them with the, maybe the game's not for you. Go back to your boring, slow Myst puzzles. I appreciate the high art concept of these puzzles. I'm gonna go pull out my thesaurus, and I'm gonna look up a bunch of big words because my lexicon isn't that big, and I'm just gonna hit them with fancy SAT words. You know those crossword puzzle big words. Look up, 16 syllable words. I don't think those exist, but I'm gonna find some, and if they don't exist, I'm gonna make them. Gonna make them. That'll show them. That'll be fun though. Yeah. As for what's next though, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to put a little bit of thought into it. I have a couple of ideas rattling around in my brain right now, but I think I want something. I think I want to run around and stab shit for a little while. I was kind of Existenz, dude. That was a great David Cronenberg movie. Oh, man, yeah, that's good shit right there. Why is that your name? That person's a David Cronenberg fan. We would be besties. I love David Cronenberg. Um, I think it might be a little tease, but I think we're gonna play Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. I think we're going to go with Revengeance. I want that high octane stabbing. I've never played that game before. I bought it years ago and played like 10 minutes of it, and I was like, oh, this is amazing and weird and very Japanese. I love it. So I think I want to play through that. I want some high octane, just kill shit. That's what I want. Because we did our heady thinking stuff. I mean, what are the games we played recently? I've played recently. We went through The Last Guardian, very slow paced. Civilization. I mean, we did get to throw some nuclear bombs onto Queen Elizabeth I, so fuck her, she's dead. We did get to do that in Civilization 5, so that was cool. But then it's been a long time since we've done something. Like, everything's been very, very calm and chill. And I am a very calm and chill person, but sometimes I want to blow shit up. And I think it's time we blow some shit up. So that's where I'm leaning towards right now. But I'm very fickle of a human being, so we might go in a very different direction as well. Civ 5 is such a great game. It is literal crack the video game. It is literal crack the video game. There's always something to do. There is literally always something to do. It's one more turn, but even when you accomplish the task that you wanted, like, okay, we have to finish researching this new technology, even when you finish doing that, or even when you finish building something, there's always the one next thing that you can do. There's always something to do. So it never feels like there's a good point to just stop. You know, it's just one more turn. Yeah, no, it's a very addicting and very like, okay, let's do this. And your brain is going like, it's thinking of the next thing. So you want to do the next thing. It's hard to shut that down and go, okay, I've eaten enough fucking Oreos. That was an entire row. That was probably 30 of them. But your mind's going, yeah, but you can fit more inside your mouth. But you can fit more in, but you're sitting there going, yeah, but I've had 30 of them. That's not good. That's diabetes. But your brain's going, not diabetes yet. Shove another one in. It's just shoving more food into your mouth. It's just easy to do. It's right in front of you. Just do it again. One more turn. Yeah, Civ 5 is a lot of fun. I had a good time doing that. I think I played for 3 days and put in 50 hours. It's way too much. We need to step back from Civilization 5. I would like to play more Civ 5 in the future. So that is there, but Civ 5 made me neglect life, and that wasn't good because I had work and shit to do. And like things in reality to deal with, and it made me ignore those. Like, I didn't take out the recycling one day. That was bad. It was like, oh, it's 11 a.m. I forgot to take out the recycling. Whoops. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I forgot to do something, and that's not good. That's not good. You had to step away from it too. I want to play more. It's the biggest time sink you've ever come across. It's an easy time sink. It's an easy time sink. It's very addicting. Very addicting. I did 3 campaigns, 2 failed, 1 won. We won 1. We did 3 campaigns. 2 of them I failed miserably. Stupid Shaka Zulu. Fucker destroyed me. Stupid Polynesia. They destroyed me too. But then I took over the world with Wu Zetian. Then we took over the world with Wu Zetian. We took it over. We murdered everyone. It was very satisfying. But yes, so the next thing that's in store is probably going to be something action oriented. Probably. It may not be. It may not be. I was thinking maybe also there's a couple of like Metroidvanias I want to play. I picked one up recently, not so recently. It was like really cheap. It was like $1 or something like that, and it was made by one of the developers of one of the games we played. I think it was by the people that were working on what was it called? Blossom Tales. I think it was the same people that did Blossom Tales. It was like one of their first games, and someone was like, "It's the hardest Metroidvania I've ever played," and I was like, "Oh, really? You should not play this if you dislike hard video games." And I was like, oh, you're trying to gatekeep me? Fuck you, I'm buying it. that was my reaction to that. Someone literally said, don't buy it, it's too difficult. And I was like, I'm buying it. Fuck you. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't know me. Stupid random words on the internet. You can't tell me what to do. So I bought it. So I want to play that. So I definitely want to play that. Have you come across Gandhi? No, I never saw him. I never saw Gandhi. I mean, I've got all the DLC and stuff like that, and I wasn't doing like big maps. I think we were just doing like 7 whatever the lowest number was, I think it was. So I think we were doing like 7 civilizations. And so no. Surprisingly, we actually had a lot of repeats in those. Shaka Zulu kept popping up and like trying to fuck shit up. The Zulus kept popping up. Fucking Shaka. Okay. He's a warmongerer. He's a warmonger. But no, we never came across Nuclear Gandhi. I think 10 years ago when I first played through it, I stumbled across him, but not recently. Either way, yeah, this was great. This was a lot of fun. I liked Abduction. I liked playing through the original Myst. We got that under our belt. At some point, we'll go through real Myst. I mean, I know how to beat the game. So unless there is some like drastic changes in real Myst, I think real Myst is just supposed to be 3D. Unless there's some drastic changes, we can probably get through in just a few hours again. I still want to experience the entirety of the game, so we'll go through and play the entirety of it. I'll try to get all the notes and stuff like that again. We'll do everything again. That'll be the plan for that. I don't know when that'll be. I'd like to do that relatively soon, just for the simple fact that like I'm missing 3 achievements. Oh, go eat a Easter egg. Aww. Excellent. All right, I don't know what that is. Sweet Caroline. I don't know what that. Oh. And Close to Death. I bet you I know what Sweet Caroline is. That looks like her containment chamber. Close to Death looks like that little orb they told me to stay away from, but I can't go to that, and I have no idea what Excellent is. It looks like the machine. Excellent looks like the machine that's tilted on its side. That looks like the Boopy Boppy machine. I don't think we can get Close to Death, but I could go back in and we could grab Sweet Caroline, and we could probably do Excellent if we knew what it was. Close to Death is something I can't do. We blew that up. So unless we could go back in time, I knew I should have walked up to it. I knew I should have walked up to it. I knew we should have walked up to it. There's no way to go back though, because there's no other saves. Like where's the list of save games? I knew I saw it and I was like, well, I know it's going to kill me if I walk up to it. I should have just walked up to it. As soon as I blew it up, I regretted it. I was just like, "Oh, why didn't you just walk up to it, you moron?" Yeah, I'm not replaying the game to do it though. It's not worth it. So, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I would love to have all the achievements, and if I had gotten that, sure. But yeah, I'm not replaying the entirety of the game just to do that. Unless do you think there's like a save game online? Let's look it up. Obduction saves. Do you think anybody's like uploaded saves? Because if there is somebody saves Close to Death. Excellent is like you have to put one of many specific numbers into the machine and then go look at the slideshow in Caroline's house. Yeah, that seems rough. How did somebody had to have figured it out though? Somebody had to have figured it out. Is it possible to get Close to Death achievement after beating the game? Had to start a new playthrough. Officially, yes. You need to start a new game unless you have a saved game from before you destroyed the WND. Unofficially, if you're on a PC, Abduction save game editor should be able to help. If you know how to locate, backup, and replace the save file, you can use it to bring back the WMD. Just swap WMD disabled from dashboard disabled to enabled. Note that you do this at your own risk. You guess by looking at the game code or someone on the dev team released the solution? Yeah, because there's like way too much. There's like infinity options. There's like 8 billion buttons. I mean, you're winning the lottery if you guess that. It worked. Thanks. Abduction save game editor. I guess we can try it. Who says we can't have fun with that? Welcome to the Abduction save game editor, a browser-based program that can edit save game files. We should back up our save game file if we're going to do this, right? We should back it up. So where is the save game? It's probably on my C drive somewhere. Fuck it. I mean, why not, right? Yeah, let's look that up first. Abduction saves. We'll look that up again. Saved game location. What do we got? Right, PC gaming wiki. You always go there, and that's where the solution is. Always there. Okay. Local app data. That's not a thing I can find. That's not a thing I can find. That's not real. That in Steam? Oh, hold on. No. I got it. Do I? Users. Right? Nope. App data. There we go. Let's see here. Is Abduction in here? I found Abduction. Saved. Got it. Save games. Got it. Autosave. Man, it's so upsetting that they do that. Oh, those are all my pictures. They're all JPEGs? That's cool. I'm just gonna copy all this shit. Like, everything in here just gets copied. Autosave. Well, copy you. Sure. There we go. I copied everything. There we go. We got a copy of everything. Now we can go into the save game editor. Right? From disabled to enabled. All right, well. To begin, click the Choose File button. Locate the save file you'd like to edit. Once you open that file, this page will automatically fill with variables to play with. Once you're finished, press Save at the bottom of the page, and a new GameState.save will be saved to your default download folder. This editor does not manipulate save files directly. Instead, when you click Save, a new save file is downloaded to your default download folder. You'll need to copy the resulting game save into the appropriate save folder. You highly recommend you keep a backup of any save. Right, that's what we're doing. Okay, well, let's potentially fuck my game up. Like, what fun, right? What fun. This is great. This is exciting. So exciting. Right? It's alphabetical. There we go. Save games. Slot 0, game state. Here we go. Got them. Open. All right. You finished the game already. What's the worst that could happen? That's what I'm saying. I get banned. I get banned from Steam. What did he say it was called? Swamp WMD. Or we'll just hit Control F. That's not how you spell swamp. Swamp Armory. Swamp W. It says Armory. I don't see it in there. WMD. Disabler beam color. WMD and Maray. What's Maray? Is that what I want? Is that, well. I don't really see, it's gotta be Maray, right? Maray Bridge. Yeah. So it's gotta be WMD and Maray. Okay, enabled. There we go. Save. No. This isn't going to activate any achievements or anything like that. That's not what we're doing. We're not trying to, like, hack in an achievement. WMD, the achievement is labeled close to death. That's what that is. So we're not doing that. We're just changing, we're just reactivating the WMD. That's all we're doing. Yeah, very different. Very different. I wouldn't do that. I would never try to, like, hack I wouldn't be doing this. This is just a save game editor. I would never want to hack in an achievement. That's too far for me. But this seems fine. I'm okay with this. Okay. Save. Yep. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see if this worked. I don't know. So we're gonna go back in Maray. We're sort of near an entrance right here. If I can remember how he did it, it won't take too long to get into there, I guess. It also could all be very wrong. Yep. I am not diurnal. I am very much nocturnal. It's actually 6 a.m. It's actually 6 a.m. I live in Washington, D.C. So, yep, I am up the degen hours. I'm awake during them late night degenerate hours. That's how we roll here. Oh, life. I've been kind of contemplating getting back on a diurnal schedule. I've been kind of contemplating it. I've been kind of contemplating it. It might be a bit healthier. They say, I've read a bunch of studies and stuff that say that people that you know operate on nocturnal schedules have shorter lifespans and have more mental and health issues. So that's not good. That's not good. I mean, there was no way to know which one. Yeah, that was definitely broken. I agree. Let's try this one. I think I saved it. I mean, it asked me if I wanted to replace it, and I hit yes. It's within the realm of possibility. Within the realm of possibility that I forgot what I was going to say. It's within the realm of possibility. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say that maybe the Steam Cloud thing, we could turn off the Steam Cloud. I forgot that I had that on. That may, sometimes that the Steam Cloud updates save files when you load it. It does that from time to time. It's possible that it happened here, but that's also a place where I don't remember being. I don't remember being in the mayor's house, so it's possible that this was the right file to choose. The other one wasn't. We'll find out pretty quickly. We'll find out pretty quickly. I also miss daytime. I also miss daytime. I like seeing the sun. The sun makes me happy. I need that vitamin D inside me. Like, how else am I going to get vitamin D? I'm basically a vampire. I'm paler than one. My skin complexion is that of the moon. Oh, here we go. All right. I'll take it. It was an ending. You know what? That's better than replaying the game. That's better than replaying the game. Okay. We need to look up Catherine's. We need to look up Catherine's tube number. So we'll do that right now. So we can go examine her tube. I'm assuming that's the thing that we have to do. Yeah, let's go do that one. Hey, look at this. Perfect. All right. Oh, she's not on here? Claire? I don't see... Oh, her name's not Catherine. Is it... It's Claire, right? God, it's Claire. Caroline. The name's right in front of me. Catherine. Caroline. But it's not here. There's no Caroline. Celeste, Chaver, Claire, Farley. Oh, Farley, 194. I see it. Farley. Why is it her last name? It is 194, right? Yeah. Happens for... Hey, man, my brain's all fucked up. Yeah, I need to get up and look at that closer. It looks like 194, but I want to make sure. 196? Is there another 6? It's a 6. Is there another 4? No, it's a 4. Okay. It's a 4. It could be either or. I question all the handwriting in the Cyan games because a lot of the times it's not good. It's not good. The cool thing is we can go find the number here, and then I can just warp back, or we can just load the other save, and we're right there in Maray, so we can look it up immediately. Boy, this is really convenient. Alright, then we're probably going to have to look up, because there's no way we're going to figure out the other one, so... Clear. 1, 9, 4. Enter. Alright, that's lovely. I'm going to take a picture on my phone so I can reference that. It's usually easier to do these things on the phone rather than 194. No, I hit photo. Alright, 194. And we will go here. Load game. Maray. Dude, having 2 save files is the best. It's totes my goats the best. Alright. Go all the way to the last. Go. And we gotta go back. I never saw him there. I walked by this nerd like 30 times. Let's teabag him. Rub your junk. I walked by that guy. What? Are we trapped? Forever? Can I not get back in there? That bitch closed the door. He locked me out. I'm gonna break that dude's thumbs. Let's go break his thumbs. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, is come from the other side. I'm still won't break his thumbs. I'm gonna get over there, and we're gonna snap, crackle, and pop. Oh, shit. Just because you're a sexy lizard beast doesn't mean you get to lock doors, alright? Alright. Stupid sexy lizard beasts. I think we're okay. Oh, I'm gonna get all up inside you. For the ride! I hated it. It's the one thing in the game that I hated. It was awful. It was such a simple puzzle, and I think Cyan was like, well, this puzzle's way too easy. Let's waste the player's time. Let's just waste the player's time. It was just tedious. Like, it's not a hard puzzle. Why are you wasting my time like this? I think there's a better way to go about doing that, you know? Yup. The back and forth was fine. It was having to, like, travel around so you could swap pieces out. The swapping the pieces out was the most tedious thing about... No, that piece of shit locked the door. Oh no. Do we have to edit the save file again? He locked the door. The lizard dude, when you walk through that one door, he locks it. I guess you can't get back over there. I don't understand either, but there's no other way back over. Like, those doors are locked. I mean, like, what can I do? They're locked. We'll keep looking, don't get me wrong. I'll look around to see if there's a way to do it. Both of those doors were locked. Oh, well, you know, the funny thing is I can upload... I don't think there are panels for those. We can access the other one. And that one might be okay. We're definitely breaking some thumbs. Definitely breaking some thumbs. Show you where Thumpkin is. We're going the right... Yeah, we're going the right way. Like, we're supposed to be able to go through there. Ah, see, he, like, locked that door behind him. That's the locked panel right there, and there's... And there's the tree there, but obviously that's not what we want. I don't recall ever disabling that one or enabling it. You think I have to go through, like, the warpy gate things? Like, that one does this. I don't ever remember seeing one for that. That one I thought was always open. I don't think that was closed ever. I don't think that one has a panel. I genuinely don't think that one has a panel. It looks like he blocks you out. We'll go look. I'm 80% sure he does not do any sort of locking you out. Looks like he did, though. It looks like he did, though. Looks like that fat turd of a nerd screwed us over. You know, the only other panel that I know that undid that one... I don't know. It seems kind of silly that they would lock you out of it, but maybe they do. I don't know where else we would go. This just leads to the maze. There's not another one of the input things. That wall doesn't lead us to it. That leads to a different one. Why it all different? Why are you all different? Yeah, that one does. Why is this all jacked up? I don't want to do this shit again. This is all weirdly fucked up. I didn't fuck any of this stuff up. Maybe it's that one right there. So turn it clockwise. That one leads you, so there's two gates before that, and it just does the second gate. This one over here at the other side... You know, maybe it's because we did, like, the save file editing. Maybe that's what did it. I can definitely, I made the copy. So we could just reload that and see if that does something. That could have definitely fucked with something, you know, unintentionally. It's within the realm of possibility. That is counterclockwise. Yeah. I can, oh, that's why we made a copy. Yeah. Yeah. So, we'll test, I'll make another copy of this. We'll test out this one panel over here, since I don't have to do it, because I don't remember fucking around with these things. Like, I would assume the save, the solution would still be the solution. Like, I had access to wherever I wanted to go. Here we go. So yeah, maybe that did something. We'll check it out. Yeah, see, it's that one and then the second one. I've opened up both of those. I've never seen that third one though. 1 and 2 there. That one, this wall leads you to open up that second one, not that one all the way at the end. Yup. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Very strange. Yeah. Okay. And I am going to replace. Booyah. Perfect. We'll see. I don't like this looking for a game to capture. I'm turning that off, man. That shit's pissing me off. I don't like seeing that. What now? I thought I replaced him. What the hell? Okay. Let's do it again. Uh-oh. What are you doing? I'm gonna turn off Steam Cloud for now. Yeah. All right. No cloud. Maybe that's fucking stuff up. I doubt it. But maybe. Maybe. New plan. New plan. This is a good plan. This is a good plan. This is a good plan. There's no way. No way that this one's wrong. Still fucked up. I should be in Hunrath. Well, I don't know how to fix that then. I don't know how to fix that then. I do not know. To the internet! I'm looking at all the... Like, to see if there's something else in Maray here. Like the doors. Like, maybe there's a door we can open up. Free device. Shit. I certainly fucked myself over. We should have done Caroline first. Is Soria connected to the heart? Maray. All of them are connected. Hunrath power on. Workshop. Lots of Hunrath stuff. I was looking for like doors in Maray, but it doesn't look like... There's a lot of doors that are open. Imager rocks. Water tower. Tree. Cell membranes. Gas station tower. This all looks like electricity. Minecart. Russian box. Maze stuff. Hunrath swing bridge. Propeller rotation. I don't know what any of that is. Hunrath swing bridge propeller rotation. Oh, yeah. Maze stuff. Maray disabler beam color. That's cool. You can change the beam colors. License plate solution. Oh, that changes? That's neat. Player position should not be moved long distance as the ground might not be loaded and you will fall through. If you find yourself trapped somewhere and you already have access to the tree in your area, set the position to 000. We could move ourselves. That's kind of scary, but we could do that. Maray Bridge empty. I don't know what this means. There are 8 bridges in there. We did all the bridges. I need the doors. How would we know the coordinates? How would I know that? I have an idea. I got a decent idea here. I got an idea. We can warp to the other side of the door, right? If we make a save there, I could warp to the other side of the door. Like we could just move like a handful of bits and then just whoops, other side of door. Oh. We'll try a couple of thoughts. Right? Where am I going? I can't believe like all those doors became locked. Just makes you sad. Yeah, the game really doesn't want you accessing that stuff. There was nothing down here, right? This was just a big empty dead end. Yeah. Big, sad, empty dead end. Yeah, if there was a way to disable those doors, but they just don't let you. I don't know how else I would do it. There doesn't seem to be like a place to manage those. I have no idea how we're gonna figure out the X or Y axis of this thing. But as long as we just move just a little bit, I think we'll be okay. I just need to get on the other side of it. Like, there will be ground there. So maybe raise myself up a little bit so we're not, like, directly on the ground. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I guess we could try that. The other side of this. We'll try this first. Because this sounds like fun to me. Because this sounds like fun to me. Gotcha. Open. I don't know which direction is X and which direction is Y. I don't know if we need to go up or down. So let's choose X. And there's also Z. Is X vertical? X is vertical, right? That's your height. And then Y is... I mean, Y and Z would be the ones that we need to move. X would be up and down, right? So... Right? Impossible to know? No. The X and Y axis are at least consistent things. No, Y. Y is the up and down. X is where I got those inverted at. X is horizontal, Y is vertical. So we'll... Here. Hold on. I'm going to, before I like fuck this up too bad, we're going to take a picture of this so I at least know where these numbers are. I don't completely destroy everything, right? All right. Now, yeah. Let's try it. Yep. Oh. No. Because it's probably editing the other save file. All right, fuck it. Let's go walk over there with the other save file. I don't know which one it's editing because there's two, remember? There's fucking two. Why does that say Maray? What did I do? All... Alright, let's go there with this. We were in Hunrath on this one. I mean, we might as well check both of them, right? I guess that's the more safer solution rather than... If not, then we's in troubles. I thought that was going to put me, because we loaded out that one in a different spot. But maybe because I put back in my original save? Maybe that's what that was about, and that's just like the natural place to put you? We're gonna figure something out here. No, that one's closed too. Unfortunately. All right. Yeah, let's go for it. Whatever. I don't know. I think so. I think you open it from the other side. These are very different coordinates than before. Very different. Okay. So, the negative. Let's do, it says negative 6225. We'll do 220. Okie dokie. We were standing right in front of the door, so wherever this puts me... Yeah, there's a code up by the lizard monster. Which one are we in right now? I am so confused. Did I load the same one twice? Yeah, I was looking and it doesn't seem like there is. That's what I was hoping, but no. We could just, like, clip through the door. Clip through an elevator. No, there's no... Alright. No, there's no option that says... like, open doors and stuff for Maray. There's bridges. There's no, like, door opening and stuff. At least I don't say. There's stuff for the maze. But I didn't see anything. There's doors in town, but nothing in Maray, it appears. Kaptar swing bridge. imagers and stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, that would have been nice if I could set all doors to open, but I don't see anything here. Yeah, I don't see anything. That's unfortunate that we can't get in, and I don't know why it didn't move me at all. Or we gotta quit out of here. I'll try fucking with something else here. That one didn't seem to do anything, so let's try a different one. I tried the X, let's try the Z. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know what these numbers are. Did I load the 227? I really gotta pay attention to that. That'll work. I don't think anything happened, though. We'll try a couple more times, and if I can get it, great. If not, it's okay. It was worth a shot. Wrong thing. Very much wrong thing. All right. We're going with... Yep. Save. Trying it again. I mean, good thing it only takes a couple of seconds to, you know, attempt this. It's not too bad. Loading's not the worst. Alright, so we'll do the... I don't know which one it's editing. That's the worst part. Like, it's one of these, but we don't know which one. But at least this one I'm facing in a different direction, so we've got that going on for us. That didn't seem to do anything. Greetings, Copple Records. Welcome on in. How you doing, homie? Hope you're having a lovely, lovely Friday. No, who would play Riven? Only fools would play Riven. All right. None of that seemed to have any effect. Let's try something interesting. Abduction was great. I've already beat it. We're trying to fadoodle something. Oh, I beat it already. I beat it already. We have already beat the game. Oh, well, that's not fun. Everything's fun. We're using a save game editor to try to edit my position because it locked me out of a place that we couldn't get into. And I was trying to get, you know, an achievement. I beat Abduction tonight, and we played through the so we'll do the door one first and then the other one. We beat Abduction tonight, and then the original Myst, the 1993 Myst. It was a lot of fun. I liked this game a lot. It was absolutely freaking great. It seems different. You missed all the fun? Eh, maybe you missed some fun. Maybe you missed some fun. That looked different. It looked like I was in a slightly different position in that one. That appears the same. Yeah. So maybe I go in the opposite direction of what I did with the other one. I was making small adjustments, and I think I need to... We're trying to get on the other side of this door. We're trying to get on the other side of that door. For whatever reason... Oh, seems like it keeps changing this. The game apparently locked those doors. Yeah, the door apparently closes after you go through. Once you I guess do whatever you do with the alien guy, it just pushes you through and that's it. And rather than trying to play through the entirety of the game again. 229. We're trying to get back into the like cryostasis chamber so that we can input Caroline's code. Don't tell anyone I did it. Don't tell anyone I did it. Don't tell no one that we did it. Huzzah! Right, guys? Huzzah! Hey, in the middle of the barn. I'm talking about hey, in the middle of the barn. Let's see if it'll let us do it. All the doors seem to be locked. I don't know. Hey-oh! What's up, girl? We gonna get lemon snow cones later. We gonna get lemon snow cones later. I was editing the wrong one. X and Y weren't doing what I thought it was. I mean, X and Z. I thought X and Z were it, but it was Y. It was Y. So we did it. Did you see Rand? Did you see Rand? I don't know what that means. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba, 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 ba-da, ba-da. Now how do we get out of here? We're definitely not supposed to be in here. Definitely not supposed to be in here. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, I saw that in the book. I read through all the names. I saw that in the book. Fuck you. You locked all the doors on me, you shitbag. Open it back up, you little bitch. Open sesame. Yeah, the Miller brothers, right? Was Rand Atris? Yeah. All right, there we go. There we go. I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. You shut your pie hole. There's no cheating. There's no cheating. We legitimately won. In Akinar in the original? Nice. Alright, so now we need to go back to... Do I even remember how to get back to the other planet? No. No. I don't. What's that? What did you always wonder about? I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I have an answer. I guarantee you. I got an answer to everything. Everything. I'm the answer king. Or queen. Or whomever. Answer emperor. Ooh. Empress. Ooh. I'm just pretty. That's all. Yeah, I think I know where I'm going. Is it possible to get that stone round thing back to the other world instead of using the wooden one? That's what I did. I put that one. I put that in there. The stone round thing is in the other world. We can go look at it. You totally can. You want to ogle it? I've already done it. Yeah, I put the stone one back in. The wooden one is here. That's actually pretty easy to do. I wanted that one in the other one. We even have it set up in like the right direction and everything. We got all that goodness. All that goodness. All you do is have to like leave it and then walk back around to here and use the teleporter again. It's actually really simple. It's not all that complicated. Yeah, you can actually use the stone one. You can't warp back from the stone one, obviously, because the stone one doesn't have a teleporter in it, right? But you can leave it here. You can totes me goats. Leave it here. You just have to walk back from it. You tried to do it, but it wouldn't let you teleport. I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, so what I did was I brought the wooden one here. And then to warp back in, I just walked back over to the one we just used. And so now the stone one's there. They were dead ends. Well, you have to make sure that you rotate it properly. So, like you're rotating the wooden one, you also have to rotate the stone one so that it's in the right position. And you can learn the position that it needs to be in from the wooden one. It's really simple. Well, all right, maybe it's not so simple, but a little bit of thought and you can figure it out. You just need to make sure it's rotated in the proper direction. So if you get the stone one rotated in the proper place where the lower entrance meets the main entrance, and so the two, well, there's only one set of stairs, but the left set of stairs lines up that left door opening, inevitably you'll have the other one set up in the right position as well. And so then you just need to line up the stone one. It's not that hard. It's not that hard at all. Now see? There you go. The stone one right here. Look at that. Look at that, Jammy, huh? We put it back into place. Yeah, you just have to make sure you rotated it properly, because it does have sides. And then you never have to do it again. You also have to open up another door, because there's the other underside one. Well, there you go. You feel special now? I hope you feel special. I hope I made your day by showing you that. We can all feel warm in the pants together, if that's your kind of thing. Warm pants. Everybody likes warm pants. Like, you take them right out of the oven. Alright, so we gotta do something with... See, it still works. It's just got some wires poking out of it, right? Now you can sleep. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sleep is good. Alright, so what was this called? Excellent? Yeah, we're never gonna figure this out on our own, right? Abduction... Egg. Excellent. You think you'll wear your pajamas as soon as they come out of the jar? Dude, that is such a good feeling, isn't it? Oh. Oh, that stuff feels so good. Oh. Oh. This achievement requires you to find and view one of the many Easter eggs hidden in Abduction. You'll have to have completed the Sweet Revenge achievements first. Oh, I did get that one. Once you've done that, find the down machine below and enter the following codes. Entering numbers with the controller can be kind of finicky. You went into the settings, but whatever, I don't give a fuck about you. I did see it, but I don't know Cyrillic. I don't know how to read Cyrillic. I don't know what that says. There's a 3, there's a 6, but I don't know Cyrillic, so no, I can't read that. I do not know any Cyrillic. Oh my god, this page, it just keeps like, my iPad's really old at this point, and it has trouble like loading older stuff. Okay, stop. Stop. Just leave it there. Once you've done that, find the down machine. Fans of the show, the IT crowd, may appreciate this one. Don't care. Something with Kickstarter. There are many. Each will trigger its own Easter egg image. It's the Abduction's Kickstarter date. Okay. Alright, well, we'll do the complicated one. Like, yeah, you'll see there's literally no way you'll ever brute force. No, you'll never brute force this stuff. Use Google Translate on your phone with your camera. You can do that? I can do that with my phone? Are you shitting me? How do you do that? I don't have Google Translate on here. No, it looks like we only have to enter one code. Oh, you need like the Google app. I have to do both of them? I thought I only needed to do one of these. Alright. 0, 1, 1, 8 and 3 9s, 8, 1, 2, 3, 88, 1999, 11-9. Seven, 2, 5, 3. 7, 2, 5, 3. Don't hit delete. Don't hit delete. Enter. So you want me to enter the other one? Okay, so we had to. There's only one that I see on this. I'm looking at true achievements. There's only other one code. So sure, we'll do this one. How many zeros is that? I can't count that. Alright, we'll go until there's 4 left. 4 spots. Go 1017. 1 0. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Don't mind me, dumb guy over here. Alright, there we go. I don't know. I've only seen one. Okay, but we did that, right? So now we're good to go. So now we go back to, take the elevator, Serial. Take the fucking elevator. Oh my god. Take the goddamn elevator. So many times have we just walked back down and there's an elevator over here. You know what? This is probably my favorite age. I love the aesthetics here. I love the aesthetics. I like the rocky kind of old ruins, but like these steampunk machines. I really think it's so fucking cool. I love this era. Or this world. I like it a lot. This is very pleasing to me. Very, very pleasing. My eyeballs are quite the happy chaps. My pants are tight, if you catch my drift. Please don't catch my drift. My drift could be bad for your health. Yeah, there's no way you'd figure this out on your own. There's absolutely zero way you'd figure this out on your own. It's a shit ton of random numbers. Nobody would get this. Nobody would get this. Very devious. Very, very devious. But I guess it's their way. They can, like, put in, like, a bunch of, like, little Easter eggs, like you said. You know, like, if fans and stuff like that, like Kickstarter fans, you know, hey, we sent you an image of our cat, you know, put it in the video game. Oh, yay, it's a cat. My cat's in the video game. His name is Mr. Whiskers. Mr. Whiskers has no whiskers. It's actually a Sphinx cat. It's an Egyptian hairless cat. We call him Fluffy. It's ironic. Yeah. Yeah. I am not surprised. Yep, I'm not surprised about that. That's what I assumed that this was. It's a way for them to just put that stuff in there. So, okay, here we'll email you your code and then you can input it to see your stuff in the game. I bet you that's what it is. So this went out to, like, the Kickstarters that spent, you know, like, the big money, and they were able to do it. Just like the kids' Easter eggs, you know, I didn't find any Easter eggs in Riven. I also didn't go searching for any in Riven either, but I got you. I got you. I'm sure it's stuff that would be really difficult. Oh, there was that really convoluted thing. There was that, like, insanely convoluted, there was that sanely convoluted thing. Yeah, Uru had something like that. Uru had, like, you could find Easter eggs and then you had to, like, do a Caesar cipher to translate, like, a bunch of notes. Yeah, there was something like that in Uru. All you British. You want to hear something really funny, PJ Retro? This is great. I love telling this joke to people from the UK because I feel like they usually have a great appreciation of this. At one of my old jobs, we had a what? Why did it say excellent? I got the achievement already. I didn't do anything. Thank you, backers. Ah, there we go. Well, there you go. You know what? I'll take that as ours. That's really simple. That's really simple. I don't care about anything else then. Yeah, let's take that. So people had to post their codes to the internet so people could see this. That's cool. So, I used to work at this job. I worked at a copy center. And I'm not going to use any names or anything like that, but I worked with a young lady who was Irish, and we had a repair guy come in, and he wasn't an unintelligent guy. We had some interesting conversations with him, but maybe a little ignorant when it came to, like, foreign stuff. And he was. She, like, came into the office and she was, like, talking to me and we were having a conversation, and the tech was like, oh, you're Irish, because she like mentioned something about, like, Cork or Ireland or something like that where she was from, and the tech was like, oh, you're Irish. You know what my favorite Irish movie is? And she was like, no, what? And he was like, Braveheart. And I looked over at her, and her face was so fucking red. You could see a vein. Like, I'm not even joking. You could actually see a vein in her head pulsing. And I was like, oh my God, she's gonna kill him. I was like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. And he was just like, oh yeah, I loved Braveheart. It was such a good movie. Mel Gibson is fantastic. And I was like, she's gonna kill him. She's gonna kill him. She's gonna fucking kill him. Like, he wasn't trying to, like, he was being genuine. He wasn't trying to be an asshole. He wasn't trying to be a dick. That's something I would intentionally say to her because I know that would piss her off. Like, that was like my goal. He was doing it out of complete naivety. Like, he had no fucking idea. Because just didn't understand that, you know, Braveheart, you know, Scottish. You know? There's no Lucky Charms in Scotland. I'm sorry. The leprechauns stay out of Scotland. Sorry, Edinburgh. No pots of gold for you guys. Dude. Like, we walked out into the hallway and she just fucking went off. And I was like, this is the greatest thing in the world. Some are. Some of us are mildly educated. Some are. It's not everyone. And he wasn't genuinely trying to be offensive. He really wasn't. He was just trying to, like, connect in a very, you know, naive way. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, I know Braveheart. That was over there across the seas, you know, in England. Totally in England. It's totally in the UK, so it's all the same. It's all the same. He wasn't trying to be mean. At least he didn't say, like, Pride and Prejudice or something accusing her being English. That, too. She probably would have... She was probably... It doesn't matter. She was just as offended. She could have said anything from Great Britain. Anything from Great Britain. And she would have just would have been the end of it. When it comes to geography and world events, Americans are really stupid. Somewhat. But here's a fair thing. You can ask just about any European where, like, let's say you could be like, say, where's Tennessee? Nobody's gonna know where fucking Tennessee is in Europe. It works both ways. It works both ways. I mean, yes, to an extent, a lot of Americans are xenophobic, but that goes for a lot of Europe too. That goes for a lot of Europe. That goes for a lot of Africa. That goes for a lot of Asia. I mean, we're all very in tune to, well, a lot of people are in tune to the stuff going on around. I try to stay worldly, but yeah, I don't know where a lot of places are either. Like, hey, where's Tunisia? I don't know. Somewhere in Africa, right? Like, I know where some things are. Serial, point out Luxembourg on the map. It's somewhere in Europe. I can tell you Luxembourg is somewhere in Europe. Where in Europe? I don't know. Find Monaco. I don't know. These are tiny fucking countries, like, that 2 people live in. Yeah, I don't know where fucking Monaco is. It's probably near France, right? Because that's... They speak French in Monaco, right? It's... Sure. I don't know, man. I know where Luxembourg is. Yeah, you get a gold star. It's near Germany, right? Somewhere near Germany. Dusseldorf. I'm just saying, like, it's... Most Europeans don't have a great grasp of the United States geography either. So it works both ways. But yeah. Sporkle European countries. Yeah, that's fun. We used to do a ton of Sporkle stuff way back when. It's between Germany and France, yeah. Thought it was near Germany. I'm okay, but I'm definitely... I don't think I'm super intelligent by any means, but in my elementary schooling, we actually learned all the world's countries and capitals at one point. Like, I could actually, when I was like 14 or 15, I bet you I could have recited nearly every country and capital. Nearly. We go around like say 85-90% somewhere in there. I could... Nowadays, it's information that you use or lose. Like, that stuff's gone. I have general ideas where stuff is now, you know. I know where most, but there's a ton of countries that have sprouted up in the past like 20 years that I haven't even fucking heard of. Like Micronesia, there's like 30 different places in Micronesia where you'd be like, I don't know what the hell that is. Like a lot of South Pacific islands, there's like 40 of them. I have no fucking clue. No fucking clue. Think you're pretty intelligent considering how well you do at puzzle games? I do okay. Memorizing facts, not the same thing as figuring out. There's a little bit that go hand in hand, but yeah, just because you can memorize something doesn't mean that you can deduce other things. They're not necessarily the same thing. But it does, both of them help. But yeah, no, I'd say the good majority of people on Earth, just in general, aren't attuned to most things outside of their bubbles. Most people. Most people aren't. I live in Washington, D.C., so I know a lot more about politics, but if you go outside, I thought everyone stayed, like, being in our little bubble of this area, I thought everyone knew about, like, the government. And you go outside of DC and, like, the goings-ons in the government, nobody pays attention to that shit. Like, I talk to people that are outside of DC and they're like, politics what? Like, you're paying attention to the fact that, like, Congress is trying to pass an act to get rid of daylight savings time? Yeah, I can talk about that. I know that because I read that shit every fucking day because you grow up in DC and it's just part of life. But you go to anywhere else in the country and most people aren't attuned to that kind of thing. And so you can see that in a lot of the other parts of the world as well. It's not just here. That's just an example of things. So it's surprising what people pay attention to and what you don't. And it's the bubble you grow up in. Everybody's in a bubble. You just don't realize it. And some people have more worldly news that they pay attention to because they grew up in a bubble, a household, a whatever that paid more attention to that. You then yourself pay attention to those things. But outside of that, it's like nurture and nature and stuff. You know, it's what you're around, it's what you're exposed to. So yeah, it's easy to lump Americans in, but all you do is have to look 10 feet away from you and you'll find people just as ignorant as Americans are. People tend to like to jump on that because here's the thing. The most vocal people are usually the most annoying people in the fucking world you can look at somebody that likes to, like, spout and yell about things, but the smart people go, I don't fucking care about your dumbass opinion. Why am I going to get wrapped into this dumb shit? You mainly hear from the dumb people. Most of the quiet people, the intelligent people, stay quiet for the most part. For the most part. It's usually the loud ones, the ignorant ones that are loud. Usually. So America does get that rap. But yeah, there definitely are a lot of dumb Americans, but there's a lot of dumb people in every fucking country in the world. Nobody's special. Nobody's special. We just live in bubbles. So you look at that and you go, look, it's like your own echo chamber. You surround yourself with people that are like-minded of you, right? For the most part. If somebody is ignorant and an asshole, I'm not going to associate with them, what I deem ignorant and an asshole. I like to put myself around people that have similar thinking to me. I don't mind if other people have opposing opinions. That's great. That's good for discourse and stuff. And there are definitely friends that I don't always agree with on, and it's nice to have those people in the friend circle, but you tend to surround yourself with people of like minds. And so you don't notice when things are different. But yes, tons of dumb people throughout the entirety of the world. Tons. And that's just due to education systems, stature, access to stuff. We could go on and talk a lot about this, but like pointing and going, all Americans are stupid. That's just ignorant. That's just fucking ignorant. That's just goddamn ignorant. And to me, when people say stuff like that, I see that. And when I see stuff like that, I'm just going, that just proves how ignorant these people are, that they don't understand that that's not everybody. It's just easy to slap a label on people. But yes, I will agree with some stereotypes, and loud, obnoxious is definitely an American thing. Absolutely. We totally are. I am. I absolutely am. I can't tell you, inebriation and me, I'm already loud. I kind of have a voice modulation issue. I don't know how loud I am. I really don't. I have no idea. If I'm paying attention to myself, I can be like, oh shit, I need to talk a little bit more quiet. But I am definitely that example of loud. And I don't know if that's just an internal thing or growing up in households and around people where if you don't speak up, you get overridden and nobody fucking pays attention to you. So there's a bit of that too. A lot of families are kind of large in the US for the most part. Things have been changing over the years. We're actually seeing a decline in people having children, but for a while, at least in my generation, most people had families of 3, 4, and 5 individuals, or at least in the area that I grew up in. So you see a lot of that, and when you grow up in those things, like, you usually need to speak up to be heard. And so that's kind of just like an American thing when you come from big families. In a lot of other countries, you have like one kid and you're like, yeah, all right, we understand. We don't have to yell all the time. You've seen people solve some of these puzzles very uniquely. Well, there's really only one way to solve a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I'm sure that there are ways to kind of like think your way outside of the box for sure. Come to conclusions in different ways. How about that? Still getting to the right situation, but certainly. One guy just decided that since the code is in the back door, it must be the house number backwards. That's kind of cool. You got to go eat. Well done in finishing Abduction and Myst again. Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping by, PJ. I always appreciate seeing you, man. You have great time eating food. I'm actually going to go do the same thing. Thanks for pointing out that there was another ending to Abduction. I actually really appreciate that because I never would have known that. And you led me on the crazy path of hacking. I'm a hacker now. 100100 binary. Yep, all right. But this was fun. This was fun. We can always, I like having discussions about stuff like this. I could go on, dude, I could talk about this shit. If you guys haven't noticed, I talk a lot. And I always have an opinion on something. Everyone has an opinion on something. But I say words. I say words. And that's the important thing, is to say words. I don't know about. In the game Myst, you saw somebody confuse the marker switches with the symbol switches and count them, but it worked because there's also 8. You know what? Dumb luck is great. I've definitely done stuff like that myself. Without question. In puzzle games, like made like a mistake but still solved it. I did that in Riven with the counting puzzle, with the math puzzle. I accidentally swapped 2 things and I still ended up getting the thing right. My dumb ass swapped some things and we still ended up getting it right, which I think is absolutely hilarious that I lucked out in doing that. That made me really, really happy that I dumbed my way through something, yet we still figured it out. Nobody is playing Myst right now. Man, it is just not a popular game, is it? Let's see about Abduction. We looked that up not so recently. Let's see if somebody else is playing I am the only one playing Abduction. Okay. Let's look up the retro category. Let's go raid somebody. The arrow symbol also looks like the solution to the clock puzzle. There are a lot of things that you can get confused, and I think Cyan did that intentionally to try to obfuscate and throw people in the wrong direction sometimes. It wasn't a frequent thing. The only time I ever got angry at a puzzle was in Uru, where they very clearly lied to the player and intentionally led them in the wrong direction. That's the only time that I ever really got upset at a puzzle from Cyan. Most of the other puzzles, a lot of the times, it's just like, look, you got to figure out the logic behind stuff, and you'll be good. I'm not seeing, like, most of these people playing are not English, not speaking English. That doesn't help. A lot of this stuff's in like Japanese and French and Russian. I don't know half of this stuff. French. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm hungry. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. The message on the back of the Russian machine says doing a pointless thing. Nice. Yeah, there's no way you'd figure that out. There's no way you'd figure that out. If anyone's interested, these are games I've beat on stream. I try to keep it up to date. I think we're just one game behind because we just beat Abduction today. So there's that. There's also a Discord. And if you see anything on that beat list and you're like, damn, Serial, you played that thing? There's a YouTube channel. I rarely advertise for myself, and I really should do it more often because that's why these things are here. There's a YouTube channel. 90%, 99% of what I've beat on stream is on the YouTube channel. So if you see something there that you were like, damn, I want to watch that, it's there. For the most part. For the most part. Some of the early games on the list aren't. That's it. I have played The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't have much of a desire to go back and play it again, but maybe at some point. Maybe at some point. I want to play there's one other one of those. It's not Dear Esther. It's somebody else's name. It's another, what I'm assuming is a lady's name. I don't remember what it was. Vanish Edith Finch. Yeah, Edith Finch. That's the one. I want to play that. I want to play Edith Finch at some point. I would like to check that one out at some point for sure. Absolutely. That one looks interesting. But I think the next game we're going to play is going to be very actiony oriented. I want to switch it up. I want to switch it up. We did a bunch of adventure point and click stuff. So I need something to satiate my bloodlust. I have a bloodlust right now. We have not murdered something in like a month. So we need to go murder some things. So I think we're gonna play Metal Gear Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. I think we'll play that. I think we'll play that next. That's the plan. I'm very fickle. It may be something else. But that's the plan. At some point on the horizon, there's going to be another Pokemon game. I'm going to try at this point, some point this year, to play Crystal. That is on the horizon. I need to play through Tronbon. That's the next one in the Mega Man Legends series. We need to play Tronbon and then Mega Man Legends 2 at some point. I want to play The World Ends With You, I think. The World Ends With You. I have it on the Switch. The reason why I haven't played that yet is because it requires the Joy-Cons, and my hands are... The Joy-Cons are really uncomfortable to hold. So we'll have to see about that, but I want to play through that, so we'll see about that one. So those are on the near horizon, but there's like a ton of other stuff I want to play too that I don't have listed anywhere. But Elden Ring at some point, the new Metroid, I haven't played through that either. The Kirby game looks awesome, so that's on the list of stuff. There's a ton of things out there that I want to play, so there'll be more gaming. I'll be back tonight. It's Friday. Yay, happy Friday, guys. Happy April Fool's Day. Us idiot Americans like to celebrate that. I don't do anything special for April Fool's Day. I'm already enough of a fool. But I'll be back tonight, and we'll start something new. We will start something new. So again, thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. We beat 2 games today. We beat Abduction and the original 93 Myst game. At some point, I would also like to play through Real Myst, that other remake, just to see how different that one is. So that'll be around at some point too. But thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your mornings, afternoons, evenings, whatever you got going on today. I didn't see anyone in particular I wanted to raid. So we're just gonna call it. Either way, guys, enjoy your days. Peace out. Bye bye.